Well, fans, we want to remind everybody as well that, we know that this is just a game, but we take it pretty seriously here at Supers, especially for this race, as it's one of our marquee events on the schedule and one of the longest running races in Supers history, and a pretty important one. As you saw earlier, if you joined us at the top of the show, not a whole lot of winners, only 7 different winners in 15 previous runs. We could have a new one here tonight. And we could have an icings on top Triple Crown winner tonight. We've got 125 laps to decide it. And here's the players in the 16th annual Summit Classic 125. Starting on the pole from Union, Connecticut, driving the TMS Wolfpack number 11, it's Dave Speedy Man O on the pole. Outside row number 1, driving the number 35. First to finish Race Servers, the sponsor for the driver out of Pulaski, New York, going for his 7th Supers Championship tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the all-time Supers winner, Rocket Rob Warren. Warren in the 35. Inside row number 2, taking his guaranteed starting position. You heard from his wife just there. He's sponsored by her company, Icings on Top. He's part of the CPR Motorsports team. He hails from Carrollton, Ohio. Driving the Mayfield Missile, number 41, Keith, put one on you, Powell. Powell in the 41 starts third, starting in 4th here tonight from Fulton, New York. He is a driver of the Sportsman Modifieds and will drive a 350 Super Modified at Oswego Speedway. In the Bellinger Auto, Orange Crate Brewing, number 02, Kyle Perry. Perry in the 02. On the inside of row number 3, your defending race winner from Liverpool, New York, in the Southern Hills Storm football team, number 3, Brad Keyser. Keyser in the 3. Starting next to him, as we look at our revised lineup, we had a bit of a change here. Starting outside row number 3, driving the B&G Racing Photos number 25, it's Bob Gangwer. Now we move to the inside of row number 4, from Lansing, Michigan, sponsored by the Wholesale Diamond Exchange and the Michigan Hill Gang. Keep your eyes on the old guy, Carl Bonsai Becker. Becker in the 42. Next to him from Fort Mills, South Carolina, in the U.S. Foods, NH Autosport, number 24, Jeff Bivens. Bivens in the 24. Making his first start here tonight, just like Bivens, in the Summit Classic, from Wilmington, Delaware, picked up the Cherry Breaker 63. He got his guaranteed starting spot for that, but did not take time, so he had to go to the back here, or towards the back, driving the U.Racing. Heatfinder.net, number 43, Henry Kelleher. Kelleher in the 43. Starting next to him, welcome back to the driver from Wyoming, Michigan. Sponsored by the Michigan Hill Gang. Ladies and gentlemen, G-Dub, Gary Waldron. Waldron in the 10, and rounding out the field here tonight from Clovis, California, in the Race Tech Pistons, number 7, driving the Belfab house car, it's number 7, the world's fastest Dodge Neon driver, A.J. Russell. Russell rounds out the field here tonight in the 7CA. That's your starting lineup for the 16th annual Summit Classic 125. We'll do our best to give you lots of action throughout the pack here tonight. Again, thanks to Hairbag Studios, BreezeGraphics.com, and Kevin Timmons, our video producer, as the field rolls down the front straightaway here at the fastest third mile in the West, Madera Speedway. Again, O and Warren, a pretty solid side-by-side start. Powell and Perry as well. Here they go. Oh, wow, they're on it hard and early down into turn number 1. And everybody gets through 2, okay. And Keyser going to work on the outside of Powell already. Powell has said he doesn't want to burn up the tires early in the race. He lets Keyser go. And already Dave-O taking off. And everybody strung out single file. And there's a caution. Caution on the racetrack already. It looks like it could be the 24 of Jeff Bivens around on the front stretch. And Bivens around in U.S. Foods number 24. So Dave-O sees the lead relinquish a little bit there, but we'll see what happens. If Warren wants to chase after him. Keyser now into fourth. Cal Perry in third in that bright yellow 02. Youngster out of Fulton, New York. All right, here we go, folks. Get ready. Green flag flies. We're racing again at Madera. And caution flag on the racetrack again. And it's a 43 of Henry Kelleher making his first Summit Classic start. Kelleher around in the 43. Oh, it looks like it's the 42 of Carl Becker. Becker around. Looks like Kelleher hit him in the rear end and spun him around, as we see now on the instant replay provided by Breeze Graphics. Well, we'll try it again. A lot of starts and stops here early in this one. Drivers getting anxious. A lot of new drivers in this here tonight. We are side by side for the restart. Here we go. Green flag's out. Let's see if we can get a lap in here. Yeah, there we go. We finally clicked off a lap. How about that? And there goes Keyser going to work. And another caution. It's Bivens again. Bivens again. That's 2 on Bivens. 2 on Bivens. Ah, looks like car. 18 laps into this 125 lapper, and we've had quite a few cautions already. 4, as a matter of fact. Here we go. Speedy Man on the hammer, and he's flying on the restart. And another caution, another caution. Looks like it could be the 7 of Russell. A.J. Russell around. Russell making his just his second super start. Had a start back in about 2008. There we go. Let's try it again, folks. Check the moon to see if it's full. Henry Kelleher up to 7th position. Powell in the top 5. And there goes Keyser by into 3rd place around Perry. Now Perry starts to fight back on Keyser. Oh, Powell has trouble. He gets loose on turn 2. Gathers it back up. That experience by Keith Powell. And there's the caution. Caution flag on the racetrack. Gary Waldron around. Gary Waldron. Down in turn number 3, or down the backstretch, Waldron driving the Ed Riley U.S. Air Force number 88. Green flag's out, we're racing again. Oh, and a caution right off the bat again. Well, you know, it says 40 of 151. We've run 26 more laps than the actual race so far under caution. Here we go. Green flag's out. We're racing again. Keyser working up to the rear Nerf bar of Rob Warren now. Brad Keyser on the move. And caution flag again. A.J. Russell around. A.J. Russell goes around in turn 3. A.J. Russell with a hard hit, spinning out in the backstretch and smacking the wall in turn number 3. Well, in car with Brad Keyser, green flag flies, we're racing. Oh boy, a bad start for Keyser as he backs him up. Perry's right there, Keith Powell right there. And here comes Keyser again now to the rear Nerf bar of Rob Warren. Keyser looks low down the front stretch. He backs out going into 1. And there he goes underneath Warren in turn number 4, takes over second. Rob Warren dropped to third. Now Keyser shoots up the track. Warren tries to cut back, but can't quite get the job done, tucks it in. And if you were with us last night, you heard Rob Warren say patience has not always been a virtue for him here at Madera. Tonight it looks like he's racing to get to the finish, as now Kyle Perry has moved into a position to try to get up to Rob Warren. And cautions on the racetrack again. It's Carl Becker. Carl Becker goes around. And looks like turn 3 for Becker. We'll check on the replay. And the 2 Michigan Hill Gang members get together out there. Looks like A.J. Russell in the pits. And maybe calling it a night. Here we go. Dave O, that was a little bit of a green flag run. $100 laps to go, 25 in. Only 25 in. Been at this thing for what seems like about 3 hours already. Looking backwards to Brad Keyser from the Number 11 TMS Wolfpack. Nice shot there by Airbag Studio. Keezer War and Kyle Perry, pretty close battle there for second, third, and fourth. And there goes Perry underneath Warren, turn 4. And tucked back in. Kyle Perry feeling racy now. And now Perry drops back some. So it could have been just testing as here comes Keezer around lap traffic. Dave-O and heavy lap traffic for your leader, Dave-O. Clears him and keeps on going. I don't know how he does it, folks. He's like liquid out there. Warren had a little trouble. Clears him. Perry's right there, ready to pounce. And now in front of Keith Powell, AJ Russell and Gary Waldron going at it. And Gangler gets racked in the rear end by Kelleher. Race stays green. Dave-O almost out to 2 seconds now. He's out to lap the field, Dave-O. Okay, we've got all kinds of action now as lap traffic holding up third and fourth positions. Dave O turns out, keeps going. Lucky for him, he's got a huge lead right now. And now, looks like Keith Powell, last car in the lead lap, in fifth. Decent green flag stretch here. Let's not chase it, I guess. Here comes O, looking to get up to Keith Powell and put fifth place a lap down. And there he goes, Dave O. Dave O working on the back end behind of Powell, looking to put a lap on fifth position. Powell is screaming for a caution flag right now. And there he goes. Great sportsmanship by Keith Powell as he moves high to let your leader, Dave O, by. And somehow, even when he gets into an incident, he got into the lap car of A.J. Russell, and he still, maybe it made it faster. Remember last year, though, we had a, and there's your caution. Caution flag is out, and it's Kyle Perry. Kyle Perry in turn 3. Oh, no. Perry, who was running in, I believe, fourth position. And clear sailing now for Dave O. Now he's lapped up the fourth position. Flag flies. We're racing again at Madera Speedway. Brad Keyser is within a straightaway of O, but that's not going to last long the way O's been winning. We got heavy traffic in the middle of the pack coming through turn 3 and 4 right now. And boy, that is some action there. Crazy action. There's a caution. We thought it might come. We thought it might come, a huge pack of cars in 3 and 4. We'll see who was it. Looks like it was the number 02 Perry, Kyle Perry, around again. Kyle Perry around again. Dave-O is your leader as we run back through the field. Second place is Brad Keyser in the 3. He's got the lap car of Powell between him and the leader. Rob Warren is in 3rd. Keith Powell lap down in 4th. 5th place is Gangler. Oh, and Powell goes around. Powell goes around on the front stretch and the caution doesn't come out. Keith Powell on the restart on cold tires. Tough luck for the driver that was in 4th. Keith Powell and the icing's on top. Mayfield Missile trouble on cold tires. And Gangler goes around in the backstretch. Gangler around in the backstretch. Hey, how about that shot from Hairbag Studios? Looking back from the underneath the wing. And we'll be going green next time by. Dave-O, your leader, and the black number 11, Keith Powell. Green flag's out. Here we go. Dave-O takes off. And we've got a battle now. Kyle Perry trying to work back up through the pack underneath Carl Becker further back in the field down into turn 1. Woo, there's a lot of cars down there. Keith Powell trying to recover from his spin. Up front, Keyser is not letting Dave-O out of his sight. We have a race on our hands again, same guys as last year. And Carl Becker goes around in turn 4. Becker gets loose and is tapped by his teammate Gary Waldron. Waldron, no place to go. White flag's out. We'll be going green next time by the stripe as we restart this one. With 43 laps to go still in the Summit Classic 125. Been a long race. Green flag's out. Let's see if the guys can get it together now. Oh my gosh, what is like, is there nitrous on the number 11? Look at that restart that he just got. Wow. And after Keyser had kind of gotten real close to him, and Nerf Bar Cam of Rob Warren in 3rd place. Looking at the back end of the number 3. And back in the pack, oh my, Henry Kelleher and Kyle Perry battling for position with Keith Powell. 4th, 5th, and 6th going at it. Perry working Kelleher hard. And after a good run early, Perry trying to work his way back up through the pack. Perry underneath. Oh, and Kelleher gets sideways, spins it into the turn one wall. That's going to cause some damage as he got loose on the front stretch, trying to hold off Kyle Perry's attack. And the Bandit goes around in turn one. And Bandit around in turn one. Another single car. Green flag's back out. 30 to go here at the Summit Classic 125. Keys are trying to stay with O on this restart now. Queenser might be struggling a little bit once the tires get back up to temp. And we know that tires are always an issue here at Madera. Fuel could come into play as well with all these cautions. Over 75 laps of caution. Been a lot out there tonight. Bob Warren content to set in the top 3 right now. I don't think he's got anything for the top 2. Keys are inching up on Dave O here as the green flag goes on. Keys are saying before the start of the race in the driver's chat channel that the car would be good on longer runs and not to chase it. Let the car come in for his setup. Dave O running a very similar setup with Keezer. Both drivers cleared Becker, Keezer and O around Carl Bonsai Becker. Becker hanging on out there. Trying to finish his 12th Summit Classic. And we've got 15 to go. 15 to go here at the Summit Classic. Well, mostly the top 2, everybody's strung out now. Just trying to bring it home. Leaders coming up on more lap traffic. And it got crazy. And there's a caution. Caution on the racetrack. A spin by Gary Waldron, it looks like, right in front of your leaders. And it looks like Keyser may have clipped Waldron. We'll see if there's any damage done. Green flag back out. Oh, in trouble for the leader, Dave O, trying to get around Keith Powell. Brad Keys is right there. Rob Warren's right there as well. They're trying to get there. He's running out of laps though. Five to go. Three to go for your leader, Dave-O. Dave-O looking for the white flag here at the Summit Classic 125. And he shoots down the backstretch. Here he comes, 3 and 4. The TMS Wolfpack driver, Dave-O, wins the Summit Classic 125. Brad Keyser in for second. Rob Warren third. Bob Gangwer fourth. Keith Powell fifth. And there it is. The Summit Classic 125 in the bag. And what a wild one that was. Dave-O, your winner. Leading them all. Leading them all. Dave-O.